Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Craig Hunt Coaching audio blog where I will be discussing some really cool, helpful, short, bite-sized chunks around health, well-being, physical well-being, mental well-being, anything to do with life and how we can become better versions of ourselves and become more successful and happier, whatever that may look like to you. And today I'm going to be talking about basically what happens in life when we all fall through the mistake of thinking that we are only going to face stress and challenges once or twice in our life or in certain times of time frames. And the real truth of it is that life is full of challenges. Life is always going to be full of stresses and challenging things that are going to come in front of us. And there's a major misconception out there of thinking that we can try and avoid these challenges, when we all have probably experienced this ourselves, where you will never be able to avoid the challenges. You will never be able to avoid the stresses. Those things are out there in our life. What the main thing is how we can work our way around them or through them. And this means, in regards to us, how we respond to this. Instead of trying to come away from it and dodge it and come backwards from it, it's about saying, how can I work my way through this? And I was just recently speaking to a client about helping them improve the execution of their diet. And the main thing with this was that they were saying about how they had a lot of things going on. They had a lot of stresses going on, a lot of challenges. Time was a big problem. And I had to explain to them that, yeah, that's good that you're aware of that, but don't ever think that these stresses and these challenges are just going to go away and then one day you'll be able to execute your diet perfectly. What you have to do is you have to say, how can I do this? How can I make my way through this and execute on the things that I need to execute in with these things here? Because if you feel like that one stressor thing will be gone one day, before you know it, the next thing will come and you won't have developed, you won't have done the things that you really want to do. And it's about understanding how you can have maybe a plan A and then have a plan B and then maybe even have a plan C. It's always about preparation. It's always about being one step ahead and having a plan and knowing how you are going to work your way through it. And it's really simple to think that, stress and challenges in our life, and it's so easy to try and shy away from them. And I like to use the analogy of, are you living to survive or are you living to thrive? And it's, we want to be working away from that survival mode and start looking at, right, because we can all fall into that trap of survival, and before you know it, we're not very happy. We're not the best we can be, and life is about really moving onwards and upwards and progressing through life and learning and becoming better in all of the areas of our life, in all of our different ways of ourselves. And it's a very simple subject, but hopefully somebody can take something away when they start to think about a challenge or a stress, and ask yourself maybe, do you know what, how can I work my way through this instead of working myself away from this? And hopefully somebody can take that away. Thank you so much for listening to today's audio blog. If this has helped you, or if you want to ask me any more questions in regards to this subject, I would be more than happy to help. Please do send me an email at contact@craighuntcoaching.com, and I'll be more than happy to help.